Hey, how's it going, guys? So we're back with a physical media review. So just two releases that came out: Escape from New York on 4K, and then The Craft on 4K. We'll go a little bit in depth with some of these things. I'm not going to go too crazy in depth because obviously a lot of the information's been out there already. There's already been a Blu-ray release, so these are just a 4K, so the picture quality is a lot better. It's honestly, this is the best I've seen these movies. I know Escape from New York, the Blu-ray release that came out from Scream Factory, definitely gives this a run for its money, but still the picture is definitely a lot cleaner. You're still gonna have that film grain. So obviously when you pull it from a camera negative, so that's how they do it. They'll take a 4K camera negative scan that they did originally, and then they'll basically make the 4K off of that. So both these movies look really good. We'll get to The Craft a little bit later. There are some issues with that, but they're small and they're minor. But we'll get to that. So this one is Escape from New York. It came with a slipcover, but I kind of already took that off so I can get into the disc a little easier. So then you're going to get your original 4K, and then if you flip it over, you're going to have your Blu-ray with all the special features, and then you're going to have the Blu-ray with the movie itself. So it's nice that they give you both copies, because I know a lot of people have kind of raised an eyebrow at some of I think it's Paramount, maybe Sony, a lot of their 4K releases they're doing now, they're only giving you the 4K. They're not giving you a Blu-ray copy as well. And it's hit or miss, because yes, you're maybe saving $2 to $3 every release just because you're not getting that Blu-ray, but then also it's nice because not everybody has a 4K in every single room. So maybe if you want to watch a movie in your bedroom or wherever, it's easy to be able to just take that, because obviously you don't, with these copies, you don't get a digital copy. So it's nice to be able to, go over to your bedroom and you can watch a movie and just throw the Blu-ray in. Or if you want to go to your big screen in your living room and you have everything set up, then you can watch the 4K, and obviously the picture's going to be better. So it's just, whatever your preference is, but it's nice that they add the Blu-ray in there just in case you want it. Everything that was on the special features on the original Blu-ray release that they did with the Steelbook is definitely going to be on here. What's nice is everything's jam-packed just into one disc. It's not all 4K, which it doesn't really need to be in 4K because it's all special features. But you have interviews with the composer. One thing, John Carpenter is really hands-on with a lot of his stuff, so he helps with the composing. He'll write it, he'll direct it. So most of his scores, if not all of his scores, are really good. He actually just helped with the score for the new Firestarter movie. I haven't heard good things about it, but I've heard that the score is phenomenal. So I'm definitely going to look into that because I'm excited. Anything John Carpenter does, I'm a fan. So then we'll get into The Craft over here. So again, it comes with a slipcover, and then there's the original artwork. And then this one's a little bit more basic. So this basically you just get the 4K movie, and then I'm just looking over here, a little 4K, and then you get the Blu-ray. So this does have a lot of special features as well. Again, a lot of the old stuff that wasn't originally on here with maybe your old Blu-ray release is going to be on here. But basically, it just kind of information about the new 4K by Sony. You get an interview with Andrew Fleming, who's the director. It gives you a little bit more of like how they did the makeup and how they did the CG. So it's cool. It definitely adds a lot to this release. And again, like I said with the other one, it really looks a lot better. I think this is probably going to be the best you're going to see these movies. Yes, again, like I said with Escape from New York, there's film grain. Obviously, if any older movie that's just filmed on film and not digitally anymore, you're going to get film grain regardless. So obviously they do touch-ups and stuff like that, so that way, you don't see it as much. But I enjoy the film grain, and as long as it's not overwhelming. So if they do a little bit of touch-ups here and there, but they still leave it, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I know a lot of people, most people are used to the digital filming and all that, where you don't get any film grain whatsoever. But I love old movies, so film grain doesn't bother me whatsoever. The one issue that I did see with this movie, and I looked into it and I looked it up and watched, where the issues were. I know one of them was within the the beginning credits, kind of when you're going through the sky and stuff, and they're going through all the actresses, and they're going through all of the title cards and everything. The quality of video actually drops. So I don't know if that's compression on the actual discs, because basically what 4K is it's not as compressed, so that way you get a better picture. Who knows kind of where it happened. I know Scream Factory did say something about, they're looking into it, but we got a good review from, so-and-so, I think it's Blu-ray.com. So we'll go from there. But I'm sure if a lot of people bring it up, they'll do a redisc. So basically what happens is they'll just not remake the movie, but they'll reprint the movie on a new disc, fix that error, and then send that out to everybody that had copies. So basically you just send them like a picture of your receipt, you send them a picture of the movie, and then you like your mailing address, and you go from there. But that's nice that they do that, but it's kind of also annoying that, you get a movie and then there's issues with it, and then you got to wait for a new disc to come out. And that's happened from here for, every once in a while, especially with the older movies that they bring out. It seems like they might be rushing them a little bit just to get them out, and then that kind of screws everything up. So it's a pain, but honestly, if you weren't told that that the bitrate dropped on those certain scenes, you honestly probably wouldn't notice it. I know I watched the at least through the scenes and stuff like that. It's hard to notice. You can see maybe a little bit since you're looking for it, but I can guarantee anybody that's going to pick up this movie because they want it in 4K, they're not going to notice it. They're not going to see it. So yes, it's an issue, and yes, it's a defect on the movie, but it's not one of those defects where, in 12 Monkeys, where it just repeats an entire scene or stuff like that, or even in the Friday the 13th, which I have behind me up here somewhere. One of it just like the sound cuts out or something like that, where it's going to affect your viewing. But this, if you're not looking for it, you're not going to see it. But with that being said, that's all I got. So I have a couple other pickups. I know the Batman Steelbook is going to be coming in, I believe, tomorrow. So I'll probably do an unboxing, maybe go over special features, a little closer look at it. And then, like I said before, Top Gun is going to be coming out pretty soon here. So, we'll go from there. So, let me know in the comments below. Did you guys pick up the movies? Did you like the movies? Did you notice, if you did watch The Craft, did you notice right off the bat, that there was a little bitrate drop in the, some of the scenes there? Maybe even what is your favorite John Carpenter movie? I have a bunch. I think my favorite is probably either The Thing or They Live. But yeah, and then what everybody else says, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you know that I post a new video. Like I said, I'm trying to do every two videos a week. We're gonna kind of go from there. There's a couple other movies that I picked up, so if that's something that you're interested in, I can do a short little video about that as well. It's basically a couple Criterions and then a random. I'll put it up right up here. The Top Secret movie, just a spoof movie from I believe the 80s with Val Kilmer. So yeah. If you have any other questions, concerns, anything like that, cool. Just leave them in the comments and we'll keep these things going.